Hello, everyone, and welcome to this special edition of the Humpty Project. It's a YouTube only edition, and it's called The Great Liquor Store Escape. It's a story that I'm recounting based on a discussion with a gentleman that I know. It's a story about a guy who walks into a liquor store, an average guy on an average day walking into your average liquor store. But it wasn't such an average day because on this day, it was in fact his birthday. So when the fellow behind the counter says, "Can I see your ID?" he notices it's this person's birthday. It says, "Happy birthday," and gifts this gentleman a bottle. Will that be cash or card? As this fellow is going to pay, the conversation transitions to, "You look good for your age. We should go to dinner sometime." Fellow says, "Yeah, I don't think so." "Well, maybe grab a drink. There's a bar down the street that I know." Now, this bar, mind you, is known to be a gay bar. And the fellow says, "Yeah, no, yeah, I don't think so." He pays and tells me, "I'm never going back there again. That was so uncomfortable." And I said, "Understand. Can you imagine how a woman might feel in a similar situation?" He gave it some thought with no malice intended, said, I, I don't think it's the same for women. The women are used to it." That for me was a wow moment. And I knew that I had to recount this discussion that we had. And I asked him, "That's a real privilege for you to not go to this liquor store," because he had told me, "I'm never going there again, and too bad. It's such a convenient place to go. It's right down the block. It was my favorite liquor store, but I'm never going in there again." And I thought, quite a privilege. And I asked him, "Where do you think women would not go if they encountered the same situation? Where might they avoid? Maybe the gym, even the office, certainly a walk in the park, and a bar, no doubt, any number of places." If women had the same privilege as a man, they'd have the opportunity to just walk away and never go back. But women, unfortunately, face this all the time. I certainly was guilty of it in my 20s and 30s. The casual stare, the looking over the shoulder, comment. When we ended the conversation, I think we both agreed the women are used to it and they shouldn't be. So, guys, let's challenge ourselves. Let's stop using locker room talk. And let's no longer accept the old adage that boys will be boys to excuse poor behavior, juvenile behavior, misogynistic behavior, and even worse. Let's challenge ourselves to be better, incrementally better, one thought at a time, one word at a time, one action at a time, one day at a time. If you've liked what you've heard today on the Humpty Project, you can find us on YouTube and as a podcast on Buzzsprout, Spotify, and other podcast hosting services.